Let's Go Fishing is one of the newer Riolis cross stitch kits, and when I opened it up about 3 months ago, I had some concerns. Now that I've actually finished stitching it, I've got a lot of thoughts about this one I want to share with you. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle. This is my cross stitch kit review of Riolis Let's Go Fishing, and let's start out with the fact that this is an absolutely gorgeous kit. There is so much that I love about it. It is bigger than I expected when I ordered it. It's actually 11 and 3/4 by 11 and 3/4 inches. I don't know why in my head when I saw the images online, I thought it was going to be smaller. I need to read the descriptions. If I had read the descriptions, I would have known it was going to be huge, and I would have known that it had these ribbon flowers that stressed me out so much. That's a lesson I should have learned a long time ago. I love this. I love the way it evokes old-fashioned children's books illustrations. I love the shadows of the fish down around his ankles. I love the texture of his jeans and his sweater, and look at his face. That is so expressive with absolutely no back stitching. One of the things I was concerned about was how I was going to get this back stitching for his fishing line. I just did really long back stitches. It came out wonderfully. But there were a lot of unexpected challenges along the way, and that's why I'm doing a review video. So the ribbon flowers were an unexpected surprise, and so was his sweater. If you can see, his whole sweater is stitched in zigzagging back stitch. So that was something I have never done before. I love the way it looks. If you can tell in the video, the back stitches go in different directions to create kind of a knit stitch illusion. And the folds and the shading and everything about that is just neat. What I did is I stitched up and then down. So I was doing all the left slanting, all the right slanting, and that helped me keep track of what I was doing. The problem I ran into, I'm going to show you just a hair of the chart. The symbols in this one are so similar in some places. So you have a pink and you have a light gold, and you have so many colors on this one are similar to other colors, and that has not been my experience with the other dozen or so Riolis kits I have stitched, so I don't know why this one is different. Usually I love their color charts. Quite often the symbol on the chart has nothing to do with the color of the floss you're going to be stitching, but it makes the chart easy to read. On this one, they took a different tactic. There is a tan, there is a yellow, there is another tan, and it is easy to make mistakes. In the back stitching, you've got this color, you've got that color. I don't know why they did this. And especially when you are stitching the cat, there are different colors right next to each other. It is definitely something that you can do. Good lighting, double check your colors when you start stitching. I ran into a bit of a mistake, and I should have known better, but it was late at night and I was stitching and I thought I was following the pattern, and I accidentally used some of the light pink for his face on the cat. I caught it quickly. Luckily, I had already stitched most of his face, because if I had not caught it, I would have ran out of this color. Some of it was not salvageable, and I lost it when I was frogging my mistake, but none of this is insurmountable. As I've said, he is gorgeous. I love him. He is worth every one of the little challenges. The thing that I will not ever do again, I don't think, are these ribbon flowers. They are supposed to have little yellow French knots on them. Someday I will probably maybe go back and stitch those, but for the moment I am so totally done. The description in the instructions for these flowers was not clear. And I thought I was going to tear the Ada trying to get the ribbon through the holes. What I finally wound up doing was taking my needle and wiggling to make that hole as big as possible before I pulled the ribbon through, especially when I was pulling the ribbon through areas that had already been stitched. It was nerve-wracking. And on this project, I mean, they're cute. I don't think they add enough to make up for the stress. That is just my opinion. Here's a look at the kit photo and how those little French knots are supposed to work. Maybe on another project someday I will feel inspired to tackle ribbon flowers, but I was expecting this to be straightforward cross stitch. And, you know, if I had it to do over again, I'll never stitch this again because once is fine. There are too many other wonderful things I want to stitch for me to go back and do duplicates, but I'd do a lazy daisy or something instead of these ribbons. If it was me, if I run into another project with these ribbon flowers, I think that is what I am more likely to do. Again, I love this project. I am so glad I stitched it. I enjoyed everything but those ribbons, and a couple of times when I was actually using my flashlight to light up the chart to make sure that I had the right color of floss. Absolutely recommend it. It just might not be entirely as easy as you expect it to. It wasn't as easy as I expected it to be. Let me know if you stitch this. Let me know if you enjoy Riolis kits. Like I said, I have never run into any of this before on any of the other dozen kits I've stitched and completed, or the probably 2 dozen I've got in progress. That's why it was such a surprise. That's why I'm doing this video. Hopefully it helps. I do not mean to discourage you from starting this project. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle, and I'll be back with lots of new videos soon.